Oh my gosh, he's crazy.
That'll hold you for like a second.
Welcome back to our channel. We're Steve and Audra. We've been converting a Ford Transit cargo van into a tiny home on wheels and have been sharing our build and adventures.
Nice.
Come along with us today as we explore the treasure coast of Florida. We made a spur-of-the-moment decision to take a break from work and do some exploring in our van. So we packed some lunch and our bikes and got on the road. Just kidding. We've had a lot going on lately, so we decided to take the day off today. It's Veterans Day. That means national parks and state parks are free. So we're going to do some exploring. We're going to check out some state parks in Martin County and St Lucie County. We also want to take a moment just to thank our veterans for their service. We really appreciate it. So come along and we'll show you what we're exploring today.
Usually, we'd pack the bikes into the back garage area of the van, but since this was a quick trip, it was easier to throw them in the living area. Since we hadn't used the bikes in a while, we stopped at a gas station to put some air in the tires. We appreciate gas stations that offer free air. Our first stop was Stuart Causeway Park. It was an unusually windy, overcast day, so the view was a little more drab than normal, but there was still plenty to see and do.
The Treasure Coast is a region on the east coast of southern Florida, comprising Indian River, St Lucie, Martin, and part of Palm Beach counties. The term for the area was coined shortly after salvagers began recovering Spanish treasures off the coast in 1961. The discovery of treasure from the 1715 treasure fleet was of major local importance and brought international attention to the area. The 1715 treasure fleet was a Spanish treasure fleet returning from the New World to Spain in 1715. 11 of the 12 ships of the fleet were lost in a hurricane near present-day Vero Beach, Florida. Some artifacts and even coins still wash up on Florida beaches from time to time. Alright, let's get back on the road. Hair's all crazy. Crazy hair don't care. Our next stop was Bob Graham Beach, one of the many beach access areas along Hutchinson Island. On a whim, we just happened to choose this one. We decided to do a couple other stops in addition to the state parks. We're going to check out a beach here. Well, there's nobody else on the beach today, that's for sure, with how windy it is. We love how the weather can drastically change the environment from day to day. The ocean was rough and the horizon hazy. There were moments when the wind would pick up and we'd get blasted by the sand at our ankles. But even on overcast, cruddy weather days, we still think it's nice to spend some time at the beach. It's always fun to watch the birds at the beach. This little sandpiper seemed to aspire at being a roadrunner when he grows up. Meep, meep. Rub-a-dub-dub. So we're driving along Hutchinson Island. It's a barrier island with beaches that you can access all up and down the island.
It's got fish.
Oh, cool.
I noticed this osprey with a fresh catch up on a utility pole, so we pulled over to watch and get some footage. Osprey, also called fish eagles, are common in this area, and we always enjoy watching them hunt.
So we're at the north end of Hutchinson Island in Fort Pierce at Jetty Park.
Normally, the water you're seeing would be beautiful blue, but with the recent tropical storm, high winds, and other factors, it's pretty churned up.
We sat down to enjoy our lunch and the view. It wasn't long before we made some feathered friends.
Now you got him.
One of our favorite things to do at the beach is watch the kite surfers. This kite surfer who ventured into the inlet was getting some pretty nice air. It was pretty sweet. So fun.
We are ever mindful of picking up trash when we are out and about, especially trash that can be harmful to wildlife.
They have very cool benches here. Look at these mosaics. Do it the proper way with a pinky up. All right, go?
Yep.
We crossed over the Fort Pierce South Bridge and then the North Causeway over to North Hutchinson Island, headed for our next destination, which was Fort Pierce Inlet State Park. Hey, little guy. The first thing we came across was this gopher tortoise. The gopher tortoise is considered a keystone species because it digs burrows that provide shelter for at least 316 other animal species. That's pretty incredible.
We decided to take a short hike on the coastal hammock trail at the park.
So we're at Port St Lucie Inlet State Park, and we are walking on the coastal hammock trail. So this says it leads visitors through one of the few remaining oak hammocks on a South Florida barrier island. It's a nice leisurely walk. You can see many native trees, including gumbo limbo, red bay, and a variety of oaks. So let's check it out. Maybe boysenberries. We've got resurrection fern growing on the trees. So this dies back when it gets kind of dry, and then when it rains, it just pops back up.
That'll hold you.
Ready?
For like a second. Yep.
We walked out to the beach at the park and discovered more kite surfers taking advantage of the windy day.
we just tried to go to Savannas Preserve State Park, I think it's called, but it was all flooded out from the tropical storm that just came through recently. So instead of doing that, we're going to hit up a thrift store. Good old Salvation Army family store. So I asked Steve if he had enough room to get out. He said yes. Let's see if he knows what he's talking about. I'm parking in a bush. Maybe go on my side on the way back.
Gotta lose some weight.
Nice. As daylight was fading, we decided to make one last stop. We'd really been hoping to fit in a good bike ride today. Unfortunately, we discovered the park was closing earlier than we had expected.
Time to get our bike on.
So we're at Dickinson State Park. We don't have much time, but we're going to try to get a quick bike ride in. We have like 15-20 minutes, that's it. And it is windy. Here we go. I almost hit a tree. Here we go, here we go. Because of all the recent rain, some of the trails in the park were pretty flooded. Steve didn't let this stop him. Oh my gosh. He's crazy. I don't know what he's doing. His sneakers are going to be soaked. I'm not following him. You're crazy.
David.
I like this park because of all the dead trees. I think they look cool. And then all the scrub. The scrub palms, I think, the pine.
Trying a little bit of off-roading here. I don't know how well it's gonna go. Ugh. Was it fun?
It was fun, especially seeing you go through the white or big puddle.
Truth be told, I was a little scared. Soaking wet shoes, ready?
Those are gonna stink.
Vanlife hack number 554. Always keep a supply of plastic bags on hand, so you're prepared for the rare occasion of riding your bike through a flooded trail.
Nice muddy water. All right, let's go. Well, we would have liked to have stayed longer at this park, but they close at sunset, so we had to get a quick bike ride in. Now we're back on the road.
So we had fun today. We hope you did too as you came along with us. Thanks for watching, as always, and we hope you'll tune in next week. See ya.
Like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Bye, guys.